Okay. I think the comedy's about to end here.
All right. Okay. All right, we're getting into it.
I got too many laughs in me. My goodness. And we're going into losers finals between Wizard Guy, the Pikachu, and Katakiri, who's the ever so deadly meat gunner, and Wizard Guy. Oh no!
Oh, he had a really nice opening too.
Oh no! That is gonna come back to definitely bite him in the tail.
And hopefully these guys were told that this is probably going to just be a 2 out of 3 rather than 3 out of 5. So that's even going to hurt a little bit more for Wizard Guy to lose that first stock.
Really, it's gonna be. Yeah, you never want to SD, especially against Katakiri, and
Yeah.
being one of the best, and he needed that good start. And
Nice shield,
nice
nice patience.
block, and just couldn't quite connect the thunder.
Yeah, I'm surprised that air dodge lasts long enough to avoid all those hits of thunder.
He'll
pretty
get the
long-lasting.
forward smash, but not gonna get the kill. Will get the kill. I'm not sure if that's bad DI or just maybe just couldn't DI correctly.
It's a little early, yeah. Katakiri just relentless with this damage.
And Wizard Guy is just having some troubles getting his footing. Well, there he is back on the platform, and now we're gonna see what he can do at 133% on his second stock.
And he's been pretty good about getting around the grenades for the edge guard. A lot of the other players that Katakiri's played have died by the edge, just getting hit by those random grenades. But Wizard Guy's recovery's been looking pretty good. The only time he's died is when he killed himself. Forward smash will do it at like 140, 150, but still lived a pretty good long life.
Yeah, but now he needs to play a lot of catch-up. My goodness, this projectile game has been ever so deadly, and it's been this way all night.
Yeah, Wizard Guy definitely, Pikachu's like tinier frame I think is helping out a little bit. His short hop's a good height to get over some of those missiles if they're grounded. So he's doing a pretty good job of actually avoiding a lot of it.
And nice job avoiding those to get himself a forward smash in. And now he is doing some aerial damage right now.
Yeah, might be able to get a good punish.
And gets the sweet spot.
Needs one more strong hit, might try to get down there or back there.
There's that stage spike, and he just caught this up pretty quickly. But he is at 76%. Now, time for the Wizard Guy special, and Katakiri's saying, I'm having none of that special right now.
Yeah, he got 1 or 2 nairs off, but not too much damage. Oh, up being into a missile.
Not a good trade-off there.
Gonna try to go under.
And being creative on that recovery there, and now dishing out a little more damage. Oh, and he gets grabbed, and up to 141%. That's Wizard Guy. He's got no more room for error.
Yeah,
but here he keeps slowly but surely adding in some damage. My! Absorbs all of the thunder, and look at how much damage he's healed up.
Yeah, that was actually a lot of healing. Usually it's not that significant. It's like, 3 or 5% or something, but that looked like 10 or more, which is kind of significant at these like low mid percents.
But he's catching up the damage. But that's not gonna matter. And you could flash back to like the beginning of this game, and you can tell that was probably the biggest difference.
I'm gonna make sure they know that's 2 out of 3.
So this losers finals, due to it being so late, since it's 12-14, this will be a 2 out of 3, just so we can all go home and get some rest. There's some development. Is this going to be a 2 out of 3, or is this going to be the normal 3 out of 5? All right, I'll still do some commentary. I don't usually go to bed till 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, so I think Anthony gave him the choice. Katakiri does slightly prefer a longer set, so he would like 3 out of 5. So we're gonna give it to him. It'll be fairly late, but
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be 3 out of 5 for Katakiri versus, or whoever wins this versus Carl.
I think Adam was saying with the Wizard Guy special, probably just the Nair links. Nair into like up tilt, back into Nair.
We don't see that as much with the best Pikachu in the world, E-Salmon. But enough about talking about E-Salmon. Let's get right on to match 2 out of a possible 5. So a better start for Wizard Guy.
Decent combos, yeah, doing the Nairs and up tilts. Getting some down throws in there as well.
Be careful there. You don't want to have another early SD, which could be the big potential coster of the match, like what happened in Game 1.
Trading off his neutral B with the missiles.
Ooh, and bullseye right there, and to put Wizard Guy at 74%. But here comes, he is not going for that Thunder again. He saw what happened the last game. Look how much that Katakiri can heal up with absorbing all of that Thunder, as what BUI said. It healed him for a lot.
Yeah. He also is doing some, it was a little while ago, but he's fairy Katakiri a decent amount, and Katakiri was holding in really hard. So Wizard Guy might try to take more advantage of that.
Nice work, and nice work with the stage spike out of Wizard Guy.
Yeah, and that's the second one he's hit this set. So I would not be surprised if Katakiri started teching those a little bit more.
Although probably in his defense, he probably had very, 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 very little time to react and get the tech.
Yeah, I mean, Pikachu's back here takes a little while to actually, like, send out. But yeah, I mean, it's obviously really hard. You're focusing on a lot of different things in these high-stress situations.
But now, Wizard Guy is doing... How much of an improvement this has been from Game 1, and oh my goodness.
Well, as far as, like, neutral wins and all that stuff goes, like, Wizard Guy was doing fine first game. He just had that instant SD at the beginning where he was in the middle of a combo. He did like 30 or 40%, was at 0%, and died. So, like, honestly, I think he's playing a pretty similar game. He just didn't have that big mistake at the beginning.
He's, like I said, doing much better with not killing himself. That's pretty much what you said there. Oh, and Katakiri just saying back off.
Yeah, Magnet being a pretty good get off me tool.
It's similar with Ness and possibly Lucas's PK Magnet. I don't know if Lucas's PK Magnet does damage. I know Ness's does.
Yeah, it's almost even similar to like a Luigi Nair or something that, like, if the combo's not true, it makes it a little bit scarier to try to follow up with them. Nice shield grab.
Oh, and a nice connection
will do
to
it.
Thunder, and that's a critical hit right there.
Yeah.
120 base damage, or 110. I think they nerfed that in Gen 6. But with the accuracy of 70%.
But one of the fairs.
Oh, and
go for that W
that was
again.
a good thing. Wizard Guy was pretty far with that Thunder. That would have been absorbed and healed up.
I think that actually might be the thing I was talking about before, where Katakiri was holding in on a few of Wizard Guy's forward airs last stock. So I think Wizard Guy tried to take advantage of that by doing a fair into a down B. But Katakiri did DI correctly and got out of there.
Wizard Guy is being, well, a wizard at that moment. But falls right into those grenades. We have said this a lot. It has been a fear factor tonight.
Yeah, grenades just cover so much. Ooh, that double back air also did so much damage. Trying to end it with a down air.
I'm sorry for talking over you there.
Very good.
I was going to say, he was so close to getting spiked.
Yeah, I mean, even though he didn't get spiked, Katakiri brought it back a lot with that combo. Ooh, okay, gotta be able to make it back using the projectiles really well in that kind of aggressive defense where you're coming back on stage, but you're still throwing out moves. I guess I should say aggressive disadvantage position.
Now it's a close game 2 right now, but
all the explosions just go off at once.
Katakiri brings that game back. He didn't even need an opponent SD to win that one.
Yeah, I can definitely see why Katakiri loves Me Gunner. I think with pretty much all of his characters, he really loves those ledge traps and just having a lot of options covered so that he kind of forces you into these scenarios. And Me Gunner does it so well. I mean, with the end of that, you could see there were like 2 or 3 different explosions happening all at once. And even while those were happening, Katakiri was going in with his character. So, like, he can just threaten so many different options at one time. So I feel like, yeah, this character really fits kind of Katakiri's playstyle.
Really, probably better than his Pokemon trainer.
I think maybe. I think his DDD, you could really see the amount of like ledge traps and stuff he wanted to do. Pokemon trainer, there was a decent amount because he still had like the fire and like it's still kind of fortunate scenarios, but you can't really set things up that hit at the same time. Where with Mii Gunner and DDD, you really could like, you know, place the Gordo in a way where you could forward smash and the Gordo would be on the other side of their shield, and like you actually have this the syncopation of like hits and options being taken. It's really cool to see.
We've seen more DDDs, we've seen more Mii brawlers, and more Charizards in this game than we've ever seen in the competitive scene in Smash 4.
Yeah, for sure. And up smash will take it early on.
And the Mii fighters have been kind of an Ohio meta lately.
Yeah, the Miis are still pretty not popular, but we have two like pretty high-class Mii Gunners here with, not today, but Datus has been playing a lot of Mii Gunner as well. And they both like get to like top 5s, you know, with Mii Gunner.
It's unbelievable. The potential that Mii Gunner could have, maybe in the big stage.
Possibly. I don't know anyone pushing them at it that hard.
Katakiri and Datus might be able to start it. They can start a revolution.
They definitely have some time before, you know, the big stages, but I see what you're saying. Being dominant at the local level is still super impressive. All right, Katakiri DIing correctly, so he's not going to get caught with that thunder.
And a nice parry, but unfortunately meets another, and I didn't quite catch what the oh, there's a back
there trying to drag him down, maybe get a wall spike, but not working. And that forward smash will do it.
And you can see the look on Pikachu's face when he hit the screen. It's like
he's got destroyed.
That might need a trip to Nurse Joy there after that.
And the first two games were actually like really back and forth. I felt like this game, I think at the end of the last game, Katakiri kind of had to get his crap together, you know, you could say.
I think he's got the download off.
Yeah, he started playing a lot cleaner at the end of the last game, and he just carried that into this game. And looking like he might JV3, which is pretty crazy, starting at 3 stocks, and for how close the first two games were.
It's those grenades making sure he can get it, and
yeah, there it is, the JV3.
JV3. Somebody hashtag JV3 that on the chat.
And we were gonna make it a 2 out of 3 to save time, but a 3-0 is pretty quick. That was not that long of a match.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what the players think, if they want to just go 2 out of 3 or make it a 3 out of 5.